Hey guys, Metal Driver here, back with another WWE Elite review. Today I'll be looking at Legends Series 14, Edge. On the side you get an image of Edge, then on the back you get another image, the titles that he has won, a description of this figure, and the rest of the figures that are in this wave. Alright, so this is a pretty cool figure because as the back of the box implies, this is based on his 2002 incarnation, that early Ruthless Aggression version of Edge, which to my knowledge, I think this might be the first Elite that we have gotten from that time period. We've gotten some other classic Edge figures based on his Attitude Era, so that's really cool. So without further ado, let's go ahead and open this up and take a closer look at Edge. Alright, and here's Edge out of the packaging. But before we take a look at the figure, let's look at the accessories that he comes with. He comes with a pair of gripping hands, a pair of red sunglasses that are already on the figure, straight in the box. And then he comes with this red trench coat, which is a soft goods material. It's got this vinyl look, which were the type of jackets that he was wearing at this time, and I am really glad that Mattel gave us a soft goods jacket. They could have easily have given us one of those plastic nasty looking jackets and molded that in red. Thankfully, we got this instead, and I love this jacket. Really cool. Again, as I mentioned, it is a soft goods material, as you can see, so it does not hinder the articulation, so you can pose Edge any way you'd like. Then taking a closer look at the head scan, I'm pretty certain this is brand new, and it looks really good. I think Mattel did a great job capturing the likeness to Edge from this time period. The sculpting looks really great, the teeth are painted well, the goatee, the facial hair painted well, the eyebrows, and the eyes. And the thing about the eyes is that, as I mentioned before, the sunglasses come on the figure already, so it's placed on top of his eyes, so if you're looking for this figure in stores and you see a bunch of them on the pegs, you won't be able to see which one has the good paint apps on the eyes, because again, the sunglasses are covering them, so it's pretty much a crapshoot. Thankfully, I grabbed one with great paint apps on the face. The hair is sculpted really well, and you see this blonde wash with a darker color underneath, so it gives that highlighted look, and I think that looks really great. So Mattel did a great job on this head scan. The hair sculpt, everything about this looks really good. Looking at the body, it's a standard Edge body that we see all the time, so I think this looks good. Now there is a bit of a dark smudge on his chest right here. I tried scratching it off and I got most of it off, so that's a bit odd, and then he's got that on the back as well. So this will most likely come off with a little bit of hot water, rubbing this off, scratching it off, so not a big deal, but it is kind of weird. Tattoo on his left shoulder is painted well. Nice good line work right there. He's got black elbow pads, white wrist tape on both sides. And then looking at the tights, these are white tights. So this is the standard version. The Chase version has red tights, and that's actually the one that's based off his team up with Hulk Hogan when they won the Tag Team Championship belts at SmackDown on July 4th. So the back of the box mentions that moment, so that Chase is more specific to that, whereas this one, I don't know what prominent match you see him wearing the white tights, but he did wear several different colors all throughout his career. And this is a good color scheme. The symbol right here, painted really well, crisp, clean line work, no fuzziness, no bad paint. Paint on the butt looks really good. Black and gold design right there. You see that all around the body. Get that same design on the legs. The Edge logo looks really good. The letters look good. So really good paint all the way around. So that turned out very well. Then looking at the right leg, same thing. Good clean line work, good paint. Edge logo looks really good. So I'm glad that turned out very well, especially since the coat covers up the majority of the legs, so you can't really see the paint apps on here. So again, kind of a crapshoot when you're looking for this in stores, but thankfully the paint looks really good. Looking at the boots, they're black with this silver trim around, which looks really nice. And the silver Edge logo looks really good. Good clean line work there. Same thing on this side. So really happy with how that turned out. Great paint. Great looking tights, and a fantastic head sculpt. Going over the articulation, the head is on a ball joint, doesn't look high up at all due to the plastic of the hair. It looks slightly down, can slightly turn side to side, although depending on how you move it, it can be limited because of the hair right here. He does tilt very well. Shoulder goes that high up. It rotates all the way around. There is a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, and that elbow pad doesn't really hinder the articulation right there, so that's really nice. A swivel and hinge at the wrist. He crunches that far forward, he goes that far back. There is a waist swivel. Legs go that far out. It goes that high up. Great range there. Thigh cut. Double jointed knees. A cut at the top of the boot. Ankle has a hinge. A little bit tight on that one. Yeah, they're both a bit tight. So it goes that high up. it goes that far down, and he does have some slight ankle pivot. Now, unfortunately, I do not have Elite 20 Christian, which is the Christian from the Edge and Christian days, 2000-2001 era, but here he is next to Elite 76 Brood Christian, and even though this Edge is based on his 2002 incarnation, you could still use him as a Brood Edge. Now, if Mattel could only give us a Gangrel figure, then we could finally complete the trio. Then here he is next to the SummerSlam Elite Attitude Era Edge figure. And finally, here are both of the figures with their entrance gear on. Alright, so what are my final thoughts on Legends Series 14 Edge? I really love this figure. I think it was executed very well by Mattel. The head scan looks amazing, the attire looks good, the paint apps came out very well, and I love that the jacket is a soft goods jacket. So honestly, I think this was a home run from Mattel. Great figure, I think it's definitely worth picking up. In my opinion, it's my favorite in the wave so far. I still haven't picked up Mean Marcalis. Not sure if I will review that or not, but I'm willing to bet that this one will still be my favorite. And another cool thing about this figure is that it's based on his 2002 version. Again, I'm pretty sure this is our first one in Elite form. And what's really cool about Edge at that time is that his overall look and attire was pretty much similar to what he had been wearing during those first few years in the WWE in 1998, 99, 2000, and 2001. So you could use this Edge as your Brood Edge or Edge and Christian Edge. So if you see this in stores, I say you should definitely pick this one up. If you haven't done so already, like this video and subscribe. If you want a chance to get a shout out in the next video, leave a comment down below just like Rocky Austin asked me, are you a fan of Limp Bizkit? No, I am not, although I will admit that back in the early 2000s, I did sort of like them just like everyone else did at the time. But now when I look back, I kind of think to myself, what was I thinking? I will admit that their song My Way still holds up to this day as a pretty good song, especially since it was used as the promo video package for Rock vs. Austin at WrestleMania 17, which really made that build up to that match really cool, you know, aside from it being Rock and Austin. Check me out on my social media so you can be up to date with all my wrestling figure photography, and I'll see you next time.